I came in for my first lesson with Tommy Gwynn in North Texas. I was a freshman. I was all of 18 years old, and I was pretty full of myself because I was, the drum prodigy of Houston, Texas. And I also was pretty proud of myself because I had taught myself the Chapin book. So I went in for my first lesson with Tommy, who was a barrel-chested, red-haired Irishman, and he sat behind a set of black Nitron Gretsch drums, and he was pretty impressive. He came in, he introduced himself, and he said, well, what sort of books have you worked out of? And I said, well, I taught myself the Chapin book. And I said it, rather proudly. And he said, oh, really? Can you play some of it for me? And I said, sure. What would you like to hear? And he pulled the book up and he said, let's play this page. And it was the page with, it was predominantly all on the snare drum, the triplet routine that went da 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 and da 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 etc., etc. So I laid it down and finished and was waiting for the accolades to fall on me. And he looked over at me, his arms folded, and he said, that stunk. And oh, mercy sakes alive, I didn't know what to do. And I said, really? And he said, completely. He said, listen. He turned to his kit and he went 1, 2, 3, 4. He turned it into a piece of music. And that was a great revelation and served me well for many years, especially as a teacher, because I realized that if you can't teach a book musically and play a book musically, it's useless if you want to play music for a career. So it was the first lesson, and it was the greatest lesson. And he told me, he said, okay, you hear the difference? I said, yeah. And he said, okay, well, here's your assignment for next week. And I'm thinking, oh boy, here we go. He says, do you have the Podemsky snare drum method? And I said, no. And he said, well, you go down to the music store and buy it. And I want you to be able to play the first 2 pages of the Podemsky book. It was nothing but quarter notes and quarter note rests. And I came back and played it for him without having instruction first, and had my eyes and ears and hands opened up to techniques that I was not even aware of, and how one could take simple quarter notes, which any note is, if you count it that way, of course, take quarter notes and make them musical, just as musical as anything else. So he was the first real teacher I had whose technical instruction was all geared toward musical expression, as opposed to these meaningless terms like precision and continuity and things like that. Actually making drum lessons lyrical, musical, and creative. He taught one how to use their musical imagination, and it was best lessons I ever had was with Tommy Gwynn. God rest his soul.